is we know there are times where the name brand drug is more effective than the generic. They also know there are times where people perceive the name brand drug to be more effective when it's not. But there are times where the data actually shows, and particularly around things like insulin, some blood pressure medications, the name brand is either a different active ingredient or significantly different inactive ingredients that make it more effective. And so one of the things United said is, why are we putting the generic in the low copay? Aren't we encouraging people to take the less effective drug, and isn't that ultimately longer cost, higher cost, and worse for the patient? So there are a bunch of drugs where the name brand is in the lowest copay and the generic is in the higher copay. And that is completely opposite from the way your doctor thinks. Once again, there's a simple resource for finding out if that applies, if there are other alternatives that are less expensive, if the mail order would save you money, which generally it does. And that's to go online to United's website, go to their prescription drug section, type in the name of the drug, and it'll instantly give you all that information. So drugs, I mean, something that should be illegal. Okay, imagine I manufacture a drug, and I decide that I'm going to charge $5,000 a month for that drug. So what does the insurance company do? The insurance company says, okay, well, at $5,000, we're going to put it in our $200 copay drug because we know the generic versions of that are much less expensive, and we'll put those generic versions in the lower copay. So they encourage people. That's how they do it, right? To at least make you think, well, let me try the generic, and if it works, it's less for everybody. But I'm getting $5,000. You're paying $200. So I offer you a rebate of $185. I say, buy my drug. Your insurance company charges you $200. I'm going to give you $185 back, so it's only costing you the same as the generic. But I'm getting my $5,000. It should be illegal. I mean, that is just, talk about inflating the pricing. It takes away all that consumerism and all that drive to get you to think, let me try the lower cost drug and see if it works. It completely undoes that and makes sure that I continue to get my $5,000. So you guys need to be proactive with drugs too. It's a big part of our healthcare spend. There's a lot of pricing games. Walgreens is the most expensive pharmacy by far. There are a lot of major carriers that are going to be dropping Walgreens because of their pricing. They're all expensive though, but mail order is a much less expensive way because it's one central fill, and it's usually owned by the insurance company. So the rest of this will move pretty quick, but basically I would pick the people I want to cover up here. I would pick the one I want, so let's say I pick the middle plan, and I